or all pain doesn't need forgiveness. Sometimes pain just needs to be understood so that healing can take place. It is in acknowledging the source of our pain that begins the healthy process of our freeing ourselves through forgiveness. And I think that today, if we simply separate the two, if we simply understand that all pain that you have doesn't mean that someone hurt you. Can I say that? Then you can put pain in perspective. I told the SPRC a year ago, because people cry, it doesn't mean they're right. Oops, I messed up. So we need to categorize our pain, and we need to understand our pain, and we need to put our pain in perspective, because when we begin to understand where the hurt is coming from, the source, then I believe we can begin the process of healing. And I think there are too many wounded Christians walking through the earth. I think there are too many wounded Christians sharing the gospel from a place of hurt. So I believe that we need to begin today to start the process of healing. Allow me to share a couple of stories with you. And yesterday, I was talking to my friend, Pastor Morris, my spiritual leader, that came to visit us a couple of weeks ago. And he told me that his mom died when he was 7 years old. She suffered. She had leukemia. He told me that he did not go to church for 17 years because he was angry at God. And the reason he was angry at God, because God is all-powerful. And why would God, who knows all things and can heal, not allow his mother to live? So the preacher man, who is a preacher now, did not attend church for how many years? 17 years. Now, he fell in love with his dad, and they became close, and his brothers were close, but there was this pain within him that he could not get over, because every single day he went home, he believed in his heart that his mother would be there for him, but she was never there for him. He transferred that anger where? On God. But deep inside, where the pain came from, the pain came from a young boy who lost the most precious thing in his life. Is that right? He lost the absence of someone dear to him, and he transferred that on God. That's a good place to throw your anger. That's cool. God can handle it. He can take it. But can we begin to absorb the fact that the real source of pain is the absence of someone dear to us? That void, that one that was supposed to nurture him was not there, and he never understood why. Do you believe that that influenced his life even now as an adult? That he missed the nurturing of a mother? Is that right? And in his relationships, that comes to bear even now in his life. Something that happened over what? Over 70, 60 years ago. It still impacts his life. When? Today. There's another young lady that I pastored in New York City that when she was 8 years